what I do in the industry is, I make the content I make, and I am who I am to try to restore that brand and to make Lombard a name in the freight world again.
And so when you have the unique perspective of seeing transportation and shipping on both sides, so you kind of have that real world experience of knowing where the gaps are with the way that drivers are being treated in this country and at shippers and warehouses all over the country. What, I guess, lessons did you take from those days of working on the receiving end of things into your role today?
Well, it's funny because when I talked to those guys, I asked them how their jobs were, because I would speak to local drivers and guys who came from over the road, and I would always ask them about how it is. And it's funny, even back then, they would bring up issues such as parking around the area, and I would never think about it, especially for the guys who drive the day cabs, because they wouldn't talk about it as much. But guys who came in who did have sleepers and stuff, they would always mention about how, oh, coming up here is really tough and stuff like that. And I'd be like, oh, really? And I wouldn't know much about it. And it's funny, I never even thought about these things until, I'm asked to remember when I when I worked at these places.